Welcome to another episode of Crypto Cliff Notes. As you guys know, you got me, Jonah, we got Pat. We're both in the building together. We got a special session, special call for you guys with the creator of Deadly Sins, Zora. Super excited about this, this interview, super excited about this project. I'm deeply invested into it. And, we're super excited to, allow you guys to hear more about the project from the creator, the co-creator, co-founder of Deadly Sins. So Zora, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us how you got started into, cryptocurrency, NFTs. Tell us, where you're from. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Sure, I'm from the UK. Real name's Ethan. I first got into crypto in 2017 when essentially I was looking for cool usernames online and the only way I could buy them was with crypto. And then I realized when I had to buy all this crypto, I had to help my dad and everything, that there was this whole field of knowledge and new things coming out that I had no idea about. And the more like layers that I unraveled, the more I got interested and the more I got involved. And I was doing trading for most of my time in crypto until about late last year, where I had a friend who has been in the CNFT space for a long time. He's always going on at me saying, "Oh, you should get involved. I've done this mint and this mint, and there's these really great projects." And I remember there was one really bad trade I made like back in November last year, and I was really mad. I'm like, I gotta do something to switch up because I don't know, I wanted to do something fresh. And I went into the space and wow, I was really blown away by everything going on, all the talent in the space, how uplifting all the projects are to each other, the community centric vibe here, and all the talent that's really like flourishing around and is still like growing as time goes on. And I got involved, I invested in a few projects, started researching, and I was like, how can I add to this space? What can I bring? So a little bit about myself. I'm a computer science student. I do AI as well. I'm in my final year, so I'm just finishing off now.
Awesome.
Um, and I specialize in Python and machine learning and everything. So I was wondering, what can I bring to the space? How can I involve my skills to help grow the Cardano space and also make something special? And that's where Amy, the other co-founder, she was watching me do all these mints, and she's a digital artist. So she was like, "Oh, why don't we just do a project together?" And I just thought, what, we just have actually the dream combo for this. I just don't know why it didn't dawn on me. And Amy was really into like mystical creatures like dragons and everything. So first off, we were thinking, all right, what sort of art should we bring to this space first? And then we can think about the project and the utility afterwards to sort of make it fit the theme. So with the art, we like this anime show called Black Clover. And that's where we kind of got inspired to do it from. It's to do with a magic kingdom. There's demons, mystical creatures, and me and Amy quite like the demons when we were watching it. We're like, oh, let's definitely go for a demon theme. There's not much of that going on at the moment. There's a couple, but there wasn't many. Um, and then I sat down with Solly, my other team member, who I met in the Retro Heads survey a while ago.
Okay.
And we sat down for honestly 2-3 weeks before we even launched the project, thinking, what can we bring to the community? What do we like about the community? And what do we think would stand out and position ourselves well so as we grow, we can still stay relevant and also keep this long term. And so what we really liked was, as I said before, the community-centric value in Cardano. So as we grew our project, we wanted to keep the community involved so they felt like they were going on this journey with us rather than a bunch of creators doing these things and then, oh, yeah, here you go. We've just given something, here you go. Like, we make them feel like they're a part of the journey. And we also thought for our utility, we want them to be as involved as possible. And another thing we liked was the metaverse side of things in Cardano. A lot of great talent. Pavia, Cornucopias, World of Cardano, Boss Cat Real Estate, what Clay are doing. There's a lot of talent here and we wanted to get involved. And we thought, well, I don't think it would really add to it, us making our own metaverse land. Why don't we become the household name that builds upon these metaverses and creates a community hub point where there can be community events, games, and utility added within that. And that's what we decided to do. We are creating a Hell's House, which is a 3D plot with a big mansion, lots of different special rooms with different interactive abilities. There'll be community events outside, different things. And obviously I can go more into that the more we go into this interview. That's how the Deadly Sins was basically first formed and how we decided to grow it and everything.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think just running off the first thing you said, what got you into the Cardano space was, the community behind the CNFT space. I mean, I think that's what pulled me, and I'm sure, pulled him in too, was how genuine these people are, how supportive they are of different projects and the different collaborations going on. I think it's amazing. And another thing is going based off of what you said with the metaverse. I think that's amazing what you guys did. Of course, we'll get into that later, but I think that's amazing that you guys partnered up with the metaverse instead of trying to create your own, because you see a lot of these projects will put, metaverse in their their roadmap or in their website and stuff like that. And it's just like people are overusing that word metaverse. And so you guys decided to take that upon and put in action and join a metaverse. And I think that's a big step. And I think that's more, I think you're moving towards more of getting in the space of not just trying to create your own, but you're joining ventures together to create this amazing space together, so I think that's great.
Completely agree.
Yeah, do you have anything else to add to that?
No, so like basically what I want to go is start me off. Let me know like when you had your first mint date. Let's hear about the quantities, mint price. And then from there, let's go into, because we've been reading about how you have these upcoming airdrops this month.
Mhm.
So why don't you let us know like the overall total numbers and what's your idea on that? And then also once everything's minted and the airdrops are done, like what are going to be your next steps? That way, like you say, you keep that community going and just keep your team growing and working with other collabs, with other projects, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so we minted on June 23rd, our main collection. There was 6,666. Regarding airdrops, we have 2 at the moment, and one is for the Phantom Key airdrop. The Phantom Key is for the Phantom members in our server, who are essentially VIP members who were really around near the beginning, who got to that level 25 and were involved in the community and get to have this tradable asset key, which is going to be airdropped actually next week. So it's very soon. The other airdrop was actually an Easter egg within our collection. So we had a barcode earring, or QR code, sorry. And by scanning this QR code, it would say, the secret is out. It's like an unlisted YouTube video that you can't get through typing in. You have to do it through the QR code. Okay. And it basically says, by holding this barcode earring NFT, you will be airdropped an NFT which provides you staking utility and metaverse utility, be that interactive benefits within Hell's House and everything, and the events we want to hold there. And that's going to be actually airdropped this month as well. And we've already paid the deposit to our modelers they've already started developing it and it's already looking great. So that's what's happened with that. Taking a step back, sorry, with our supply of 6,666, we kind of always wanted to keep to the theme of the project. There were a lot of people who were saying, your supply is too high, this and that, before getting to our mint date. And because realistically, yes, the market is not in the best shape at the moment, but that's where the stronger projects will still prevail because of what they've built. Yes, a lot more people are more I guess, reluctant to invest their money because they're just worried it just will be going to no good use. But when they see actual good projects building and delivering on their promises, I think that's where value can still be made, even in markets such as these. So yeah, that's what's regarding our mint day and our airdrops. And yes, we do have future ventures, which we've already planned, but my teammate Solly would definitely kill me if I said too much on that. We want to
that's fine. You got to keep some stuff. Yeah, keep everybody on edge.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, I mean that's good. And then what you said about right now, like it was like one thing when I was checking like the aftermarket. So like with floor price, obviously everybody's going to check that. Even honestly, like being close to floor price right now, the way the market is actually pretty strong. I mean, that's showing that you guys are moving good. Your volume's very good. So yeah, I mean, like honestly, if you get through this wave, I mean, you should be one of those projects that will stand out. I mean, that's who that this is the good and the bad part with these like bear market areas. Like so right now, same as like crypto in 2017, you're gonna find out what projects are bad because they're gonna disappear. You know what I mean? And you will see which ones have the strong communities and which one the owners are actually, like you said, behind the scenes, not just collecting money. They're taking that money and putting it to use. And that sounds like that's what you guys are doing. And then you guys actually have a roadmap that you're trying to hit those actual marks and you're steadily growing. So, I mean, that is what I know what we look for. And I'm like you said, I'm pretty sure that's what the majority of people that now, while the market's down, if they're going to invest, they're going to invest in something that at least looks like it's going to stand a chance. And that's one thing that why we actually, you know, I mean, thought of doing this with you and all, because this project looks like one to us that will be around for a while, as long as you guys keep up to pace with your roadmap and all.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Regarding floor price, yeah, that is something I guess a lot of projects are finding hard to tackle at the moment because of I guess people wanting to quick flip and stuff,
Absolutely.
everything. And
Absolutely.
I guess you just gotta keep building and keep showing your audience and people going on this journey with you that you are the real deal. And then you'll have more and more people who believe in the long-term vision of the project. And as that continues, the people who don't have as strong convictions and everything, they will be flushed out over time. And that's where you see real supply shock happening. And I really think as we release things, even like within the next month, like I think early August, like in the first week, we'll be having our staking live. Like just these big milestone hit markers. As we keep building, I really think people will, I guess, regret selling at certain prices. And like people like Chilled Kongs, they had like a floor at 50 really early on too. Like it really is just, you just got to keep building, keep to your promises, and people will realize over time, oh, they're the real deal, you know? So that's what we're trying to do as well. And we're working very hard each day behind the scenes and trying to keep our audience engaged and know what's going on.
Right. Well, no, it's good. We always need the flippers. Look, like we call them paper hands and all, but you need flippers in order to create the volume.
Yeah,
you need holders to have your loyal followers. So, I mean, it's not like we can really have one without the other. We need both. And like I said, just even keeping close to that floor in a time like this is huge. I mean, so that is a huge, and congrats on that part.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's looking good. Especially if you guys, since this is your first drop, it's definitely looking really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. So our next question would be into the roles and traits. Because of course, you know, when it comes to NFTs, it's not just obviously with this project, it's not just a profile picture. It's not just a picture of a demon. It's not a picture of just all these different traits. Can you go into the roles and traits behind these NFTs?
For sure. Should I share my screen for this actually?
Absolutely.
I've just pulled them all up real quick.
No worries.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. So for example, here, you can see that a combination of traits in your verified wallet will give you a certain role in our server. For example, Serpent Sage, you will need these 5 different traits. And this isn't just on one NFT, this is across your collection inside this wallet. So it could be 1 NFT, it could be 5. As long as you have those traits, you will get the role. And what does this mean? This means you're entitled to a staking bonus. And when we have our staking live, every time our staking reward comes around, this is the additional token you will get per role you have in our server. So the more roles you have, the more you're going to earn. And it really incentivizes the collector sort of vision within it, try to make it like we kind of go to the theme of happy hunting and everything. So we have 3 lists of base roles. So we have all our traits incorporated. apart from the plain colored backgrounds and the classic horns and tail. Everything else is included. As you can see, these are all the +6s. Some are definitely harder than others. For example, Taboo, because of the fallen angel wings. Realistically, it's impossible to evenly distribute all of them, but we tried making them match the theme of the name they're in and tried to make it at least that they're somewhat similar difficulty. So these are our 3 different pages. And then we have special roles. This is where you get basically double the amount for of a single role. So they're more special. So for Beast Summoner, you need all of the animal-based roles, or familiar, sorry, plus the imp. The imp is the secret key to this, and that reflects in its floor value at the moment. We have the nudist role, and that's where you have a 6 trait NFT. Pretty rare. I'm pretty sure there's only like 23 or something in the collection. So wow. it really does become hard to get all of these roles because it's only 40 Emperor crowns, which also has other utility I can go into. Demon King. All right, then we have the more special roles. So these are actually called Arcane Stage. These are top of the top. First one is Primordial. So this happens when you have every trait dependent roles, everything you've seen before Primordial. It isn't plus 200 on top of that. That's how much you get in total, and everything else is nullified because you get plus 190 for having all the trait roles, which will give them an extra plus 10 for that. We actually have 4 people who are already Primordial in our server, which is pretty insane in my opinion, because of how difficult it is with like only being able to get, there's only like I think like 20s of some different traits and stuff like that. So the fact they have all of them is insane. Then we have all the different 1-of-1s. We get a plus 20 per 1-of-1. We have someone in our server who has 2, so they automatically get plus 40 tokens, which is pretty insane.
Is that daily, the tokens?
No, every staking reward. We're following the mutants pattern, and we've kind of structured it around them because we're partnered with Mutant DAO, so we kind of wanted to have a similar construct but add our own bonus system alongside it. So I believe at the moment they do it every 4 epoches, so that's like every 20 days. We're going to do a full tokenomics breakdown this month as well. Me and Solly going to do a YouTube video on basically the amount per sinner, how rarity gets involved and stuff, and how the magnitude is involved in everything. So how you have to like efficiently create your collection to be as effective as possible. We've really put a lot of thought into this. We have a top 666 club. We get plus 10. So this is if your rarity's top 666. If you have 10 of them, you get plus 20. So that's of the 666. And then Arcane is for our top 66 wallet holders. So you can see it's on Open CNFT, which has the updated stuff where we actually have like 557 volume, but JPEG slow. So you can see all the wallets. So if you come under that top 66 wallets, you'll be able to get that role in our server. So and then we have the sacred item, which I'm pretty sure you guys want me to get into.
Yes, you do.
So this is the airdrop we were on about with the barcode. It's called Sacred Items. It isn't just an amulet as a singular NFT. There is actually 6 items in one NFT, which is all inclusive like purpose with different benefits. It is a really cool design that Amy has created. And we always wanted this NFT to be kind of lowish supply. So it's like 230 that will exist. And what you get from it is by staking them, you get plus 25 per sacred item. So per amulet in your collection. So it's stackable. And so that's a big staking utility bonus, but there's other things. If I go into the Discord, as you can see, we have the sacred rings with these cool designs, which we're actually going to incorporate into our merchandise in phase 3. And we also have the sacred mask and books. But how do these differ from the amulet? Well, this mask is the one from our 1-of-1, the angel in disguise. As you can see from our description, you basically get access to a special room. It's an intel room where you get really like big alpha before anyone else. So I don't want to spoil it too much, but there's going to be a really cool like design in that you can only access it through having this mask, and it'll give you big secrets to unlock clues for big things. Regarding the books and the rings, they're quite similar in the sense they give interactive utility in the Hell's House, so different powers. The books are for magic, which you can use for like different like traps and everything to kind of win over your opponents in the events we're doing. So it's a bit of a benefit you can have, and you can be really creative with it. And likewise with the rings, we want to give them powers as well. And we have a good idea of what we want them to do, but we're still finalizing that as a team to really make it work. So yeah, that's what we're doing for the sacred items. I guess because it's an interview, I can give alpha for people who watch. So that's what I always want to do. Here's a first look at the Phantom key, which I know isn't this, but it's our airdrop next week. To give an idea, it's a 3D model design.
Looks slick. Nice. I like that.
Amy drew something for our modelers, who are actually a project coming to Cardano soon called Speed Throne, who are a play to earn racing game. And honestly, their talent is like really top tier, and we're really excited to work with them in the future. And you'll see us mentioning them in our Discord very soon. So they're going to be launching soon. So even for you two, I definitely think you keep an eye out for them.
Yeah,
they really are great. All right, I think that's that for the airdrop.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That's a lot of.
No worries.
That's the alpha right there. Hopefully you guys saw that.
So your tokens, when they come out, are they going to be more for strictly in-house stuff, or were you guys working to eventually put them on a DEX where they'll be flipped out for ADA?
Ooh, so yes, we'll have the distribution round either really late July or early August, but we want them on a DEX definitely within August as well. So we definitely want it to be you'll be able to trade it into real ADA value very soon. Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
And then I saw with the Metaverse, you guys partnered up with World of Cardano, correct?
Yes, we're very excited for that.
Awesome. Why did you guys choose World of Cardano?
So we partnered with World of Cardano after reaching out to them because we realized their theme really suited us. They are building something called the Four Kingdoms, and it's a lot of mystical creatures, and really engages the players to engage with their surroundings to get these crystals and earn more. And when I was talking to World of Cardano's team, we realized we can actually incorporate our laws alongside each other for different things. So we thought it'd be a really cool interconnecting way for our first Metaverse partnership. And they are honestly so talented. Like, we're very excited to be working with them. And what's funny is when I was first building the Deadly Sins, thinking, how am I going to build this community, keep them involved and make them feel really welcome? Well, I was one of like World Cardano's like top like 1,000 first members in their server. So I just near when I was getting into crypto and NFTs and everything. And I really loved how they engaged their audience and how their community structure was. And so now it's quite funny that now I created my own project. We're now actually partnered. This is the project that I got inspired by with how to grow. It's such a cool full circle to me. But yeah.
So the land in cornucopia that you guys are you developing in there also?
Oh yeah, so we want to be actually multi-metaverse in Cardano. So we're gonna have quite a few different houses. The Phantoms are VIP members. They voted for us before our mint. That's where we're gonna have our first build, because it's unrealistic that we can build simultaneously in tons of different places at the same time. We got to get one right first before moving on to the others. But to make sure these houses don't become redundant in different metaverses, like one being used 10 times more than the other one, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating community events where you actually have to get clues from different ones to go to the next one to really engage yourself in all of them to get that reward, which could be a lot of token or other things as well. So we have a lot of ideas with how to incorporate our audience as we release these steps.
Do they have like teleporting capabilities yet?
Oh, okay. This is a hard one. So we want a portal room, right? We did talk about this, me and Solly, but really depends which because there's different interfaces, right? It's Unreal Engine 5, Unity, and everything.
Okay.
Some will allow a redirect link. I don't know if some will, but I definitely will look into if I can try get that on all the ones we build on. But
Right.
if not, worst case is they literally just have to log out of one and log into the other one instead of a portal.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing I've heard people talking about, but I don't know if it was like an active thing yet. If it's something that's doable with all the platforms, since everybody's in development phases, pretty much.
Definitely difficult because what we want to do is for Unreal Engine 5, we want to have all the traits 3D rendered, right? So that we don't have to like what's the word? Make you buy like a figure of your character as well to use. You can just have your NFT primed to use in that metaverse, and that's what your character will look like. Whereas some metaverses will allow this. I'm not sure if all will, which is what makes the portal thing a bit difficult. But we will make sure it's as efficient as possible before we release anything. So we'll definitely guarantee that.
Nice.
Awesome.
And then in the future, are you guys stopping at this number of the 6666, or are you guys possibly like contemplating another style drop with maybe like other characters, anything like that, or maybe even like spells and all? Like, I don't know. Do you guys have any future plans for other drops after these airdrops?
We have I can't say the date exactly, but it's this year. And there is it might be kind of a surprise, but it's of equal value and equal magnitude, and it's a separate drop, but it's to do with our lore and incorporation. And I really think a lot of people will be surprised when they see how we go about it, because it's never been done in Cardano before. And it's definitely I guess I can say now it's definitely a risky play, but it is very we think it's going to drag all the eyes to us, and I think it's going to be a really cool
That's what you want.
way to go about it.
Absolutely.
Amy was the one who actually thought of the idea. When me and Solly first heard it, we were like, what? We really think that how we go about the reveal of the second venture is what is going to bring all the eyes at the very beginning, and then we can build it from there, and we're going to have it all incorporate into one big thing with our lore and everything.
Perfect. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Excited
It's
for that one.
still exciting for us too. Like
Yeah, you got to take risks, especially I mean, everything's so new that it's like there's no reason to copy everybody else's. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's the whole catch. Become original. Try to figure out that move that's going to put you above everybody else.
Especially now, because there's so many copies. You know, there's
oh
like
yeah, we
so
know.
many apes, and so many dogs, and so many lions. You know, it's just what's going to be different. What's going to make you stand out? You know.
I agree. Even people copying some people's utilities and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what. And that's why I really, stuck into your project, because I was like, you know what, I haven't seen that. Like, you guys are doing it very different. You guys, and the project I like is TED. Like, they're doing the roles a little bit different over there too. So I think it's having the community more engaged is really important too. With the traits and the roles and stuff. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So let me ask you one of these. If I was going to go in, right, and purchase one of your NFTs right now, and let's figure like the price wasn't really much of a play. I want to know, would you go after one of your like top 666s? Would you go after a barcode? Any like little recommendations on where a newcomer that wants to get in with you, or are you better off grabbing a couple floors?
It really depends on what your position with us is going forward. If you just want to hold one, I would say and price wasn't too big of a thing, I'll go for a top 666, one that you liked. If it's something where you want to earn more with us through our staking and trying to be involved more with I guess the role system that we've incorporated, I would say go for like 2 or 3 floors to finish one role, and then you can, even just by having one role, you're already more involved. because the staking system, what we've done is we've made it the magnitude of the amount of sins you hold is the biggest influence into your staking reward.
Okay. That's nice. That's nice.
What is the hottest trait right now in your collection?
Hottest trade.
Yeah.
Well, I'm biased because of I really love the Phantom Mask, but
Okay.
in terms of sales and what people have said that they've liked, definitely has to be either the Underworld crown or the barcode for people wanting to be involved in that airdrop. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Aiming
I
quite-
got a barcode that's under
Oh.
rank 666, and I just traded my Moon Boy for a Nightmare Hands. I was like, I gotta get those Nightmare Hands.
Oh wow, okay, because
Yeah.
Nightmare Hands is like one of our rarest traits. So
Yeah.
I really think over time that could be a big play. Well
I
done.
think so too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, did you have anything else?
No, I mean
Okay.
you filled in pretty much everything I would want to know as a consumer, somebody that's just getting into the space. I mean, I think we've kind of asked you most of the stuff the general public would ask. So yeah, I mean, if you have any other stuff you want to throw out there, if not, like I said, on my end, I think you've answered everything perfectly.
Same.
Thank you.
Like I said, we wish you nothing but the best of luck with that. We're going to be more involved with you guys. And if you guys ever want to do another one prior to one of your drops, prior to your coin tokens, you want to do another quick one, whether it be on this kind of platform, whether we do it on, say, like a Discord or just a chat, we'd always be open to that. And like I said, we're more than welcome to
That
help
sounds
you guys
great.
out any way we can.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the platform, and also I'll definitely try get Amy and Solomon on next time as well, so you meet
Absolutely.
them as well.
Yeah,
and
meet the whole
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Last bit of alpha, I guess I
Yeah.
can say, is we actually had another partnership behind the scenes. This is specifically to do with merchandise, because with our roadmap, yes, merchandise is phase 3, but we're trying to like do things gradually behind the scenes so that we can build things up so things aren't like have big delays or anything.
Yeah.
We're really trying to like structure it so we can always keep stuff rolling out. We showed our phantoms this because we give I guess alpha to the phantoms first, which was a part of the deal anyway. But we're partnering with Bougie Heartbreak, who have done work for the likes of Chilled Kongs for jewelry and everything. So we're doing it for just the merchandise side, and they're going to be able to help with our IRL products like the sacred rings and everything, make that real. And I'm already thinking if you hold a sacred rings, we could have a discount for these items and stuff. So yeah,
Have you ever thought of doing the what do they call them, NFTLs now? Like I know with Clay Nation, they did like a special drop. It was for basically their digital hoodie. And by purchasing that, they sent me the authentic hoodie. I did the same thing with, so like every now and then they'll have certain ones where you'll collect and you'll just be randomly gifted a physical NFT with the actual digital version.
That's really cool. I definitely think that is a possibility as we get to that phase, and I would be interested in looking into that. I would maybe message you after this to talk about how maybe I could incorporate that. So I'm always up for ideas. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you guys going to be in CNFT convention in October in Las Vegas?
I think I really think that could be a good move. I have to talk to Amy about it. But yeah,
we will be there either way.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Oh well, if we're coming, I'll let you know. You meet me and Amy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Oh, well, anyways, thank you so much for having me on here, and I'll definitely get the team on next time. And I'll plug the. Is it going to be on YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll put it on
Awesome.
YouTube. We'll share you all. We'll send all the stuff to you directly. That way you have it and then you can promote it however you want.
Awesome. We'll put it in our announcements. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Crypto Cliff Notes. Crypto Cliff Notes out. Peace.